Okay, the first thing we're going to do on the Demon is we're going to prepare the booms. And what you want to do on the Demon, the booms here, they're going to come looking like this one, where you trim this one a little bit. But they'll have a center airfoil. Everything will be real loose in here. Just kind of tuck it back in there. And what you want to do is just cut the front part of the boom to match that angle right there. The easiest way to do this is just pull this back in there. Take your straight edge, so your blade will be vertical. Line your blade up with that angle right there. There we go. And just cut it off. Flip it over. And do the other side. And it cuts like that. I might point out also, I mark on the inside of these, most of them unless I forget, but I try to remember the little X right there, which marks the, or even just a little dot or something that marks the top. There is actually a top and bottom. Doesn't make that much difference, but there is a top and bottom of these. Same with the wings, and same with the couple other things. I'll mark a little thing on the inside there, so you know which is the top. But it's all symmetrical. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put in some spars. We're going to start with the side spars. You'll find 4.5 inch spars, 4 7-inch spars. 4.5 split-inch spars obviously go on the side, and the long ones go on the top. So very simply, I've already done all these. Just take a straight edge. Take your knife with a sharp knife blade. That's what's important. And then just score your line. You can come pretty close. You can kind of eyeball it here. You can see about how much you'll need. But you want to make a straight line just between the center of the stab and the center of the trailing edge there. And score a line. Then I go back into it and I set the blade on these things to this depth right here. And I just cut it out. Do it a couple of times. Deep. Now we're just going to take these spars here, and we're going to use CA to build almost all of this airplane. Take some thick CA. Whoops. A lot of it coming out. Put a bead of CA in there. A little too much. There we go. And run that spar down just below the surface. The next thing we'll probably want to do here is we want to put something on here, a little bit of weight. Weight this thing down flat while it hardens. There we go, because you want this to be nice and flat. Okay, now we're going to simply do the other side and then do all 4 on the side there. Okay, and that'll give the side pieces. So right now we're just doing just the side pieces. Okay, after the side spars are glued in, now we got it flat. We got a good straight boom. I'm going to put the top ones in. It's just the same way. Only they're 7 inches long. What you might do is take a piece of tape, put it on the top and bottom right here, just in front of the stab area, because that's where the end of that spar's got to go. Put another one up here, just makes it easier. Put a couple of marks there. And just kind of carefully hold your straight edge, cut your line, and then go back to it, cut the correct depth, and then put the spar in, and then lay it flat. Just put the spar in, make sure everything is just kind of straight. Put some CA in there. Make sure it goes down. What you might want to do is once you get it in there, nice and firm, put it back in there. Your little center section or your little airfoil in there. Just make sure that it looks straight. There we go. And then let it dry. And when that's done, do the other side and do the other boom. And then the booms will be ready to set aside for the time being. Got a mark back there. Take the spar, just set it right there, just in front of the tape. And we'll just put this one up here, right there. Mark it. Let that dry. Notice I'm working on some wax paper that just kind of helps when you're working on this CA, because you can actually do this side, like at the side source, flip it over, do the other one, then wait it down, let it dry. Use some wax paper so your stuff doesn't stick to the workboard. I also like to use these knives. I know I've mentioned in previous videos. I get these from Harbor Freight because you can get a whole bunch of these blades real cheap. Buy a bunch of them because they dull quickly, but they work really good for foam. Good guide depth right there for the 3mm spar or 1/8" spar. Just make sure you always check before you do the cone. Make sure it cuts nice and clean. The bed. Pop off the tip and go on down a little bit.